Welcome to this audiobook-style summary of Awaken the Giant Within, the groundbreaking book by Tony Robbins that has inspired millions across the globe to take charge of their lives. If you've ever felt stuck, if you've ever believed there's more inside you, waiting to be unleashed, this is the guidebook you've been looking for. Get ready to discover your power, redefine your future, and, most importantly, awaken the giant within. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Decisions, the pathway to power. Everything in life comes down to decisions. In this book, Tony Robbins opens with a simple but life-changing truth. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. You are not a product of your past. You are a product of your decisions. Think about it. Successful people aren't lucky. They've just made better decisions, consistently, over time. So, what's the first step to transforming your life? Make a real decision. Not a wish, not a vague intention, but a committed, firm decision. Decide who you want to be, what you want to do, what you're no longer willing to tolerate. And once you decide, act on it. Chapter 2. Beliefs, the power to create and destroy. Next comes the engine that drives everything. Your beliefs. Robbins says that beliefs are like commands to your nervous system. They shape how you think, feel, and behave. Some beliefs empower us, others limit us, and most were formed without our conscious choice. But here's the good news. Beliefs can be changed. You have the power to shatter limiting beliefs and replace them with ones that serve your highest vision. Instead of "I'm not good enough," what if you believed, "I can learn anything I set my mind to"? Change your beliefs, and you change your life. Chapter 3. The force that shapes your life. Emotions. Why do we do what we do? Robbins says emotions are the ultimate driving force. Pain and pleasure are the two masters we all serve. We move toward pleasure and away from pain. That's how our nervous system is wired. The problem? Most people link pain to the very things that would empower them, like discipline, fitness, or hard work, and pleasure to destructive habits, like procrastination or comfort zones. If you want to change your behavior, you must rewire your emotional associations. Train your mind to feel pleasure in the habits that lead to growth, and pain in the ones that hold you back. Mastering this link is the master key to personal change. Chapter 4. Values, your personal compass. What do you truly value? Robbins teaches that your values, what you consider most important, guide every decision you make, whether you know it or not. Conflict in life often arises from conflicting values. Let's say you value success, but you also value comfort. If these aren't aligned, you'll sabotage yourself. The goal is to design your values consciously. Choose values that inspire you to become your best, like growth, contribution, health, integrity, and rank them in order. When your daily actions align with your values, you experience fulfillment. Chapter 5. Rules, the secret to lasting happiness. Values tell you what's important, but rules tell you when you feel successful or happy. We all have invisible rules like, if my boss praises me, then I'm doing well. If I make 6 figures, then I'll be successful. The problem? Most people set rules they can't control. Tony Robbins suggests redefining your rules so that you feel fulfilled more often. Example, instead of "I'll be happy when I get X," make your rule, "I feel happy every time I grow, give, or learn." By creating empowering rules, you take back control of your emotional life. Chapter 6. Identity, the key to your lasting change. Who are you? Not your name, not your job, but deep down, what identity have you adopted? Robbins says identity is the strongest force in the human personality. We will always act consistently with who we believe we are. So if you say, "I'm just not disciplined," guess what? You'll prove it to yourself over and over. To create change that lasts, upgrade your identity. Say, "I'm the kind of person who follows through. I'm committed. I'm relentless." Repetition of this identity, through words, thoughts, and action, turns it into reality. Chapter 7. Questions, the tool of transformation. The questions you ask determine the focus of your life. Ask disempowering questions. Why am I such a failure? And your mind will give you an answer. Ask better questions. What can I learn from this? And you'll grow. Robbins suggests developing a habit called the morning power questions. What am I happy about in my life right now? What am I proud of? What am I excited about? By changing your questions, you change your focus. And what you focus on, you feel. Shift your questions and you'll shift your reality. Chapter 8. The 5-Day Mental Diet. Robbins challenges readers to go on a 5-day mental diet. The rule? 4 or 5 straight days. Don't indulge in any negative thought. And if one slips in, replace it immediately. It's not about perfection. It's about developing mental discipline. You can't always control your first thought, but you can control your second. This diet will build mental toughness, emotional control, and greater peace of mind. Chapter 9. Massive Action Plan Map. Nothing happens without action. Robbins insists on what he calls a map, a massive action plan. Once you decide what you want, you must take consistent action. Waiting for the perfect plan or timing is a trap. Take action now. Adjust along the way. Momentum is power. One small step today leads to a breakthrough tomorrow. Chapter 10. Contribution. The spirit of true fulfillment. All success is empty without meaning. Robbins ends the book with a truth we often forget. The secret to living is giving. Contribution is the highest human need. Whether it's your time, your love, your creativity, giving is what makes life rich. So once you grow, give. Help others awaken their giant too. That's how we create a world where people live not in fear, but in freedom, passion, and purpose. Brain final thoughts. Awaken the giant within. You are far more powerful than you believe. Inside you lives a giant, a version of you filled with energy, strength, love, and vision. To awaken that giant, you must take back control of 3 things. Your emotions, your beliefs, your decisions. This book is not just about motivation. It's about transformation. Now, the question is not can you change your life, but will you? The giant is awake now. What will you do next?